Okay guys, welcome to this new and exciting episode. As usual, my name is just Farai, hence the name Farai. So what I'm actually going to show you today is how I take big formations, right? Like I'm not that kind of a person who sometimes holds trades for long, so I just scalp some big formations to make maybe good pips, maybe 50 bucks or 100 bucks. So as you can actually see on this visual chart here, we've got our information to pick high here, right? So what I do before I do anything else, I must make sure that there is previous 3 levels that are completed, right, for me to take like the current peak formation. So on the chart here, you can actually see that from this point up to here we had 3 good levels here, right? So after I'm identifying my 3 good levels, I wait for them for the market to create something like reversal pattern such as the M. I always take the M pattern, right, because I'm used to it. I know how it happens. So in most cases the peak formation actually happens with 2 M's. You can actually see that there is the first M here, then there's a reset, then another M. So the market will definitely create 2 M's so that the market maker can actually create something like a reset here. This happens in most cases, right, if not all the time. So this reset must be created. So what the market maker does is that he creates 2 M's, as I've said. So the first setup that I actually take is here. So this was the first leg, then the second leg. So I always take my setup on the second leg, right? I will definitely show you on the root chart. So I will take my setup on the second leg after a 1350 cross happens, right? Whenever a 1350 cross happens, I will definitely go to a slightly lower time frame, then wait for those small pullbacks, right, on the smaller time frame to test some EMAs. Then I end up, and my TP will definitely be on a EMA 200. So there will be an EMA 200 around this zone, which creates something like a reset for us, right? So I'll end up from there to here. Then my TP will be at this resistance as well as my EMA 200. Then from, if the market comes to here, if the market maker actually comes to here, he may decide to go up to there will be an EMA 50 here, then he may decide to go down. I'm sharing with you guys because this happens almost every time, and I use a little bit of price action with this concept to get good entries. So the market at this point, he may decide to go down just like that. But if he comes back to this point here, I will definitely go on a slightly bigger time frame to see if there is a trend continuation pattern. Remember, there is that theory of fractalization whereby we have got what happens on a bigger time frame happens on a smaller time frame. So at this point, the market maker will definitely maybe create an ID50 to go up again. But if he creates another M, I'll definitely wait for another 1350 cross, right? And I'll just move to those smaller time frames as I said. Then from there I will end up, my TP will also be around this zone here. Then from this point, okay, it is what it is. So let me now shift to a real chart so that you guys can actually get used to this kind of thing. So as I've stated earlier, I always analyze using this one. You can actually use anything that you want to use. So you can actually, as I stated, right, I said that I have to see my previous 3 complete levels, right? So from this point up to here, you can actually see that we had 3 good levels. Considering this was our peak formation low, we had level 1 consolidation, level 2 consolidation, then level 3 consolidation. So as a matter of fact, as I told you, right, there is a first M that is actually going to be created so that it comes to EMA 50 or EMA 200 as something like a sort of a reset. Then the market will definitely pull back to this, right? So at this point there was a 1350 cross, right? So after the 1350 cross, I waited for as for me, I didn't enter this one because I didn't see it. So I will definitely wait for this pullback to this EMAs. Then I will take this move to down here, right? As I've stated on them, like on this episode, okay, you can actually see that this moving line here, I hope you see it, is actually my EMA 200. So from that point, the market will definitely move to EMA 200 as we have seen here. Then this was a YD50 to go down. So this is how I take my peak formations. I just wait for those M's, right? Because I trade M's, then there must be a 1350 cross, then a small pullback on a like smaller time frame, then I end up that. So using this kind of thing, guys, you definitely elevate your chances of winning on the market. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for 440 plus subscribers. Thank you, love you so much.